I support my brother, Solomon Hill, baby. He was just out there playing defense. It ain't his fault LeBron can't move his feet.
Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now, here's the situation at hand. A lot of people don't know the ins and outs of the business of what's happening in the NBA. And in the business of the NBA, you have a lot of things that have shown its head or whatever you want to call it. And it's been revealed. You know, now because of that person who videotaped it from the crowd, what would be hidden from the public eye is now public. And there's no putting the genie back into the bottle. And now, because of all of this distress that's been going on, LeBron James has been basically reprimanded by Adam Silver and the league office about approaching people like on the sidelines. That's not a good look. But here's what you didn't know. Stephen A. Smith wasn't supposed to ever be at a game, working the game, to be there in the first place. He's not allowed. They've reduced that because of LeBron James' request that Stephen A. Smith does not call these games. He doesn't want Stephen A. Smith definitely calling Laker games. He don't want him near him. So this was going into the negotiations when Stephen A. Smith was negotiating his deal about NBA television and being on prime time. They were moving him out to make room for Chuck, Shaq and all those guys to bring them in. But to cover the games, LeBron don't want Stephen A. Smith around. Stephen A. Smith knows LeBron James don't want him at the games in Los Angeles. He don't want him there. Definitely not covering him. Or the NBA Finals. He doesn't want Stephen A. Smith nowhere there where he got to go up there and talk to Stephen A. Smith and do a promo. Well, LeBron says, I'm not doing it. So if you want me to talk, get Malika up there or somebody else, I'm not talking to Stephen A. Smith. Y'all never knew any of this was going on. This was part of his negotiations, part of why it was taking so long, because they're like, look, we're reducing you from NBA duties. And he didn't want to be restricted. But to show his defiance, he's represented by Ari Emanuel and William Morris Agency. So now that William Morris has him under representation with Ari Emanuel, he was able to get some tickets from, Larry David. Larry had, instead of the usual people he took, Ari says, we're going to take Stephen A. Stephen A. is a Knicks fan. He covers the Knicks. Like he follows the Knicks and everything else. So they play in the Lakers. He wants to be at that game. So he comes there as a guest of Ari Emanuel and Larry David. So he's sitting right next to the Lakers bench. Not the Knicks side, the Lakers bench. Stephen A. knows he's not wanted there. He knows and he's playing his role. He's sitting there calmly, not saying a word to LeBron or anybody. He gets up, he claps for his team, the Knicks, or whatever, and he sits back down. He didn't say hardly a word to anybody. He got dressed up and he sat there calmly. LeBron didn't like the fact that he showed up and was sitting courtside. Wasn't working, was not there to work, but had the audacity to show up courtside. That pissed him off. And to sit by the Lakers side, and LeBron couldn't do anything about it. He wanted to make it known to him personally, from him, because he didn't like the fact that Stephen A said LeBron didn't do it himself. He sent his friends of LeBron's. They all hit me up. Rich Paul, who I have respect for, hit me up. And other friends of LeBron's. They've all told me they were not happy with my segment on Bronny. I told you, it's not all about Bronny. It's never about Bronny. He's making it about Bronny. He's mad that you're not doing what he wants you to do. And that's to go along with the glazing of Bronny. Because it's all about him. You think LeBron don't know Bronny can't play in the NBA? He knows that. He don't care. It's all about a look. It's all about his image. He doesn't care. So now we're forced to see this play out in front of the whole world when it doesn't make sense for it to even be there. That's the main problem that you see in this conundrum. Now, what is the new said agenda of the league, or, what's the propaganda piece that they're going to come with now? Because now that everyone's looking at it, it's looking a little fishy and suspicious in the light. So when you start looking at things in its totality, it's clear, instead of talking about LeBron James play on the court, it's LeBron James runs down on Stephen A. Smith. Now, if parents of players can start running down on people on the sideline or reporters, it just made LeBron look more like what he is, a punk. Because if he wasn't a punk, why would he take this position? See, when Chael Sonnen, Kobe Covington, or whatever, call you out as disrespectfully as they have, yeah, they saying they doing it for clicks and views, but to draw attention to their careers, I don't see you pulling up on them. I don't see you telling ESPN they can't cover them. I don't see you doing anything to those two white guys. One said you got the same guy that give you steroids as he do. He knows you're a drug guy. Drugs. But if somebody black say that, you want to blackball them. You want to kick them out, want to tear their channels down. You want to get them removed out of media. But somebody white said, you just shut up. That's the double standard we got a problem with. So if you can't take the criticism of Bronny James, because you told the whole world, man, Bronny don't give a F about nothing y'all say. You don't. Bronny don't care. That's what you told the world. So which one is it? If Bronny don't care, why are you jumping in people's face? Bronny don't care about criticism, remember? Bronny is better than some of the people that's on NBA TV, remember? So you think they not going to remember that? That you put a target on your son's back? Because now they going to see. You said he was better than some of the people on here. And they were like, all right, we're going to see. See, you know how I know that Bronny wasn't what he was supposed to be. It was real simple. And the way it was real simple was clear to me on how simple it was. Now, it was plain and simple to me that these scenarios was clear because you did not let Bronny James go ball out at UCLA. You didn't take him to UCLA and play with them dogs. You didn't. If anybody want to be serious about hooping, you put them in there with those dogs at UCLA. Those guys who go up there to hoop. Because they don't get it. They're not going to the league. They want to, though. And most of them are better than some of the players that's in the league. You have to find that balance. You have to find your will to compete with these dudes and ball with them. You might not win. Believe me, there have been bigger names than you to come in there and get smoked at UCLA. I mean, dog walk. Ben Simmons is one. He got dog walk. But I don't want to make this into a, calling out certain people. So I won't say no names. I shouldn't even say that. But there's a lot of players that didn't fare well at that UCLA scrimmage. They didn't hold their own. And there's a lot of players that's in the NBA right now that was busting superstars' ass in that doggone scrimmage. So if you're going to tell me LeBron James is the best thing we've ever seen, I would disagree with you. Because we all could see that he isn't, but we could also see that Bronny James isn't what he's printed up to be. And for some reason, they are definitely not turning on the magnet ball for him yet. They're waiting. Well, when you go through a long list of doing things that don't make sense, when you do things that don't make sense, you're putting yourself in a deadlock scenario where you're either going to learn how to swim, sink, etc. But what you don't want to do is put yourself in a position where you're going to be subservient to everybody else's ideals of what is perfect and what isn't perfect. LeBron Ramon James has done this to himself. He feels like whatever he do, he's justified to do it, and everybody else is just going to go along with it. He can do no wrong. And when people start doing things of that nature, they move in a way that's kind of creepy, but it's put in a situation where it's a singularity more than it is a variety. It's always LeBron won, not the Lakers. LeBron, not the Lakers. LeBron, not the Cavs. LeBron in the Miami Heat. You couldn't have a continuity of one with the other. Now it's at a standstill because, as you saw down the stretch, you start to see LeBron and Luka when it's an adverse situation where Luka's not 100%. Now I don't want to hear no Laker fans say, well, Luka was hurt. I don't want to hear none of those excuses they tried to give you yesterday to paint the reason why they get blown out. They got blown out because Luka Doncic, once again, is being guarded by one of the best defenders in the game, which is Jaylen Brown, who knows everything he's going to do. He's not sitting there reacting to what Luka's doing. He's dictating how he's going to put pressure on Luka to do what he wants Luka to do. He defends him quite well, and the Lakers did a poor job of protecting Luka from that by bringing the pick and roll, getting him off of him. They were just allowing the one-on-one to take place. And NBA television was trying to paint this narrative and show, oh my God, this is bad. Look at him. He's in a bad spot. I don't want to hear it. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You could try that with somebody else. Grab another fool. I'm not trying to buy that. Not for $1, not for nothing. Now, when AD was there and Stephen A was calling out AD, nobody had any complaints.
I came on the air and talked about how Anthony Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back. Yeah. He don't look like he even wants to go anywhere near the basket. And my point is, yo, bro, you too big, you too skilled, you too talented. What has happened to Anthony Davis? Yes, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, but that's about it. We need to be talking less about Russell Westbrook and more about Anthony Davis. Because, damn it, I expected better.
Don't tell me about AD blew the game. Look at this dude from the beginning. Look at this. Whoop, whoop. Look, everybody blowing back. He was old man in the back. What you doing way back there, bum? The game back here. Why you back there, bum? Uh-oh, here come the bomb. I got it. Oh, I'm the king. I'm more than an athlete. Blip, blip. Oh, no, God. I didn't get him a body bag. This bum got no moves. Look at how he's standing. Look at this approach. Look, he rolling all over the floor, just falling all over himself. Look at this flopper. Oh, I'm going to throw myself on the floor. Oh, boom. Look, throw himself on the floor. Watch, he running to this man's drink. I'd have spilt and turned the whole thing up on him. Bum. Better come get y'all dinosaurs some help. The brontosaurus is tied. Somebody come get this man. Some get y'all old man and bring him home, man. Bring him home, dog. Uh-oh, there you go. He's going down. He's weak in the knees. Old man Braun. Old man Braun.
And that's what it's about. You got a whole bum that you want to try to collectively hold on to because you got suffering from the fear of the night. And you're holding on that his next of kin, Bronny James, will be a superstar down the road. What, he going to grow overnight? It's like the Black Lotus. The girl in the pool. Mission Possible number 39. Coming out of the darkness. Send the ISS warning. All right. Get an office out there. It won't happen. His bitch ass is in trouble, boy. Like he Michael Myers in Halloween. Just keep coming back. Holding everybody for collateral. Mission Impossible 39-7. Panama. We're going to be playing an NBA game in Panama, playing hide and seek at the All-Star game. That's what's going to be happening. All-Star game, hide and seek. Whose is it? Can he find him? Where are they hiding? Do you know? If at home you're watching online, go online and see which room the players are hiding in. Oh, look, we got Giannis' foot sticking out. I'm swearing, that's where the game's going. It's like a runaway jury. A minority report status. We got to ghost the entire repertoire. Yes. All right, everybody, where are the gladiators at? Everybody here is in a quiet place. Working for the agency. No, it's all evil and corrupt. They don't care. Everybody in the neighborhood knows this. They at home playing old games of Halo. They're not in there. Then they'll pull up a clip of the game and highlight, oh, that was sick, dunk. Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, he's cold, man. He's cold. He's the best. Ooh, Papa's house is on. Hey, they getting smoked out. One Love's playing, and everybody in the Shy, they know, shoot, man, it's not a discovery process. All right, kids upstairs watching Good Burger and Good Burger 2. Nobody's a fool to believe that. LeBron is like Ludacris getting his ass whooped in that bathroom in Hustle and Flow. Because the last holiday game they played, they got to try to push him up to the top. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. This is the direction they're going in. No, next year the Clippers are making a deal that's going to shock everybody. The Lakers had their fun in the sun, but Ballmer's going to make a deal next year and go from there. They held on to Paul George too long. Paul George has been shut down. So they moved away from Paul George a season too late. They could have traded him mid-season and got a lot more for him than what they did. But they freed him up. And making that trade for Paul George and getting out made the Clippers into a well better rounded team. The Lakers this year, they can pretty much put it in a bag. Luka's back isn't going to get any much better than what it is now. The slow drug out game that they're playing. They're still one of the slowest teams in the NBA. But the team that shoots the most free throws in the NBA is the Los Angeles Lakers for the third consecutive year. Okay? 3 years in a row, they've shot the most free throws. The team that has the least most fouls on them are once again the Los Angeles Lakers. But in defense, they're not highly ranked. Why is that? Why is because the referees need the fouls to keep them in the game. And these long gone heroes who wanted to be Mavericks, Top Gun, they don't have it no more. And it's like they've been putting Section 31 or something from Vindicta. Next thing you know, you're going to have Transformers out there guarding LeBron if they keep this up. And Chicago's just not built like that. We're entirely different. You know, we got a Jack Reacher type attitude. You know, from the painters to everybody working first shift, second shift, third shift. Shoot, we like Sonic. You got to go fast. Everybody needs it fast. I remember in the 90s, man, the players would walk out, man, people would be screaming when they come out. They were superstars. Now it's like, oh, get your phone. Then it's on to something else. Because of the internet, it has become a foregone conclusion about everything. Like you're become desensitized by everything that happens. You become desensitized to it. You know, somebody be like, oh man, somebody got blown up in a bomb. You'd be like, oh man, a kid, 3 kids and the bomb went off. Oh my God, that's sad. Ooh, LeBron scored 27 points. Oh man, look at that. LeBron scored 27. Man, that's great. You don't even process anything that just happened because you switch a button and you're on to something else. And your brain switches like that. Your brain just puts it into a file, slides it over to the next one, and you're so desensitized to everything that happens now. Where before you'd be like, oh my God, that's incredible. You don't have any time to really focus on it, and that's the way they want you programmed. So now you have less empathy. You have less concern. None of this really, they could just put stuff in front of you, then just change the channel, and then your brain would change. You're not going to say, whoa. Don't go to that LeBron thing yet. Did you just see what happened with the 4 people? Not unless they want you to focus on it. Will you focus on it? It's a cold world out there, man, and people are very vindictive. And when they want what they want, they will stop at nothing to get it. So LeBron James and what he was able to do and keep Stephen A. Smith away from the Laker games and keep them away from him. He doesn't want Stephen A. Smith at the Laker games covering them. And the fact that he had the audacity to go there and sit there. LeBron already got his job taken. Stephen A. don't cover the NBA like that no more. That's been snatched. Like, sorry. Snatch. Well, you have to understand that when you go into a situation where you don't quite understand the process of the developments of it, you are going to be not privy to a lot of conversations that's supposed to go your way that you thought. There's so much that goes on that people don't know about in this game. Trust me, it's so much politics. It's so much politics that go on in this game that it's like a sideshow. And other people who don't understand will never understand. I knew Luka Doncic had hurt his back a couple of days ago, like a few days ago. So if you think I know and I'm sitting on my couch, I know that. You think the NBA don't know that? You think these people that's around there don't know that? No, they're not allowed to report it to you. And they used it yesterday as an excuse. And I've been telling people for days Luka Doncic was hurt in his back. Luka got a back injury. And everybody through the whole Knicks game live stream, I'm telling you, Luka got a back injury. I'm just telling y'all. I was like, he's not even at 100%. He's got a back injury. Then they used it as an excuse, and they told the world for the first time on national television, Luka's hurt, LeBron's hurt. That's why they're getting blown out. To make an excuse for them getting their ass whooped. And it should have been worse. Instead of giving you the basketball breakdown on how well the Celtics played them down the stretch by making sure they weren't going to let two people beat them. They were going to let Derek Finney-Smith beat them. We're not going to let Luka Doncic beat us. And we're not going to let LeBron James beat us. Okay? We are not worried about LeBron. We will run up and down the court with him all night long. He can't keep up. If we keep Luka Doncic taken care of, the whole team is going to fall apart because LeBron can't carry the rest of them. And the other guys, they're out there just to get the ball to LeBron and Luka. And you saw them try to do that, and Boston defended it quite well. One of those guys that was busting everybody's ass up there, I will tell you this before I go. I want to say shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Want to say what's up to welcome to HDII TV Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. And don't forget to go to my Patreon where we expose Hulk Hogan some more. Like you didn't know, his dark little secrets that he used to do. I can't say if he's doing that today. I can't tell you Wood's doing that today, but yeah. That's the Hogan's dirty little secrets. Now, I'll show you a little bit of it. Yeah, that's it on the Patreon right there. It's been Wrestling Week on the Patreon. So, yes, Hogan's dirty little secrets. And we have L&S giving their relationship thing. Jeff Jarrett and Vince McMahon issue explained. And then you have, that was Drake's thing there that came through. And the shocking secrets behind The Rock, which has been on fire lately. And Dominic Mysterio. In his situation. Now, we'll see what happens down the road, but that was pretty much it from there. Now, we got more wrestling information coming, so just stay tuned. Now, what makes it even more concerning and what makes it even worse in this situation is the person at UCLA that was busting everybody's ass, Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie was giving guys the business and is one of the best in those pickup game situations. Trying to tell you. So he was one of the guys that I said was a pro that was beating these so-called elite superstars. It was Spencer Dinwiddie. Now, there's other people that hadn't even been drafted that was playing on that court that was busting other guys up at UCLA. So LeBron, if you're serious about Bronny being that type of player, why don't you take him to UCLA to ball against them dogs? You played against them. You was in those runs with Russell Westbrook and the rest of them. Yeah. You was in them. Why don't you give your son that run? Throw him in there. See how he come out. I want to know. I want to see. Oh, yes, sir. By the time you see this video, it'll probably be sometime in the afternoon. I'll be fully showered, ready to go for the rest of today. I've been up all night. So, and now the sun's coming up. So it is what it is. All right. Love, peace, and hair grease. Holler at you later. It's your boy Carcino for life. Not for the moment, for life. Deuces. I said deuces.